Okay, the Washington Commanders, I'm just going to say they failed at the quarterback position this past season. I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Taylor Heineke, Kyle Allen, Garrett Gilbert. I mean, those are the guys that are all on the depth chart today. Ryan, if you're the Commanders, I mean, you've got a new name, so let's make a new start at the quarterback position.
Jeremy, I thought you were going to say they failed at the naming rights because I want to call them the Commandos. I want to call them the Commodores. I can never get it right. So
don't call them commies, Ryan.
I'm going to just keep calling them. I don't know if you call it. I'll just call them Washington because I don't want to get tripped up on that. But I won't be quite so harsh on the quarterback situation. I thought Taylor Heineke did a pretty good job being rushed into duty, and he held his own. But the reality is he's a backup. He is not a guy you want to build your franchise around, and no crime in that. The NFL needs backups, and he's a good one. So if you're sitting there around the top 10, you can take someone like Matt Corral, who should still be on the board. Again, like Malik Willis, he's incredibly athletic. He's undersized. He's probably about 6'1". We'll find out for sure in a week and a half at the Combine. He has a great arm, and he got a lot better from 2020 to 2021. We talked on the Pick Six podcast, and he talked about how he's just more patient. He understood coverages more, what teams are trying to do against him, and he can take that to the NFL, reduce his interceptions by about 12, I believe. And again, he's incredibly mobile. So that fits what today's quarterback does, and I think he can come into a system in Washington where they have pieces around him so he doesn't have to do it all, including a really good defense, which helps any young quarterback.
Yeah, the Commanders, to me, it's going to be a while. For somebody who still calls the Rays the Devil Rays, it's going to take me a minute to really figure that name out. And I'm with Ryan. I think that the draft is probably the best route for them as they continue to kind of rebuild. But like you said, it's been really tough at the quarterback position over the last few years here. Ron Rivera going into a critical third year. They need to find somebody. And one that I think makes a lot of sense is going out and signing Jameis Winston. He would have the highest ceiling of any quarterback that they've brought in over the course of Rivera's tenure. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But ultimately, he showed some promise before he tore his ACL with the New Orleans Saints, who they could obviously re-sign. He only threw 3 picks. They were 7-2 before he went down with an injury. He is somebody who could come in, give a heightened level of talent at the quarterback position that they haven't seen in many, many years. To be the best quarterback that Terry McLaurin's played with, Antonio Gibson's played with, and they could contend in the NFC East. They would be much better than the New York Giants. They'd be much, or at least right there with the Philadelphia Eagles, and probably right behind the likes of the Dallas Cowboys. You could make a playoff run with Jameis Winston at quarterback if you're the Washington Commanders. To me, that would make a lot of sense for them.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.